Hello, good evening. It's just getting dark. Join me on the Menai Straits on this little beach on Carnarvon side. I'm going to give it a go. Look at that for a beautiful sunset. That is absolutely fantastic. I was only fishing opposite here last night at Mollydon, or Mollydon, don't know how to say it. And I managed to fluke that cod out. And I fancied coming over this side today. The wind's coming over that way. There's a little backhead here. It's a deep beach. And I'm going to give it a go. I'm just setting the rods up now. It's about 2 hours before high tide. I'm going to fish it up. Maybe fish it back down a little bit. I don't know. I've got all the bait, all the gear. No idea. So what I'm going to do is get the rigs on the rod. I've got the rigs on one. I'm going to get the rigs on the other. Get them baited up and show you my approach. But I think it's no messing. Big baits. And I've heard, I don't know how true it is, I've heard there's a few hounds been coming out from round here over the last week or two, like the end of November, smooth hounds. You know, I don't mind, I love catching them anytime, but to get one in November, it'd be nice to get a hound then, wouldn't it? Probably mean a bit more than one in the summer when they're everywhere. Obviously cod is on the menu. Be nice to get one from over this side of the Menai, the other side. We'll just see how we go. Know nothing about it, never fished it. It could be full of snags and no fish. But I was trying to find this mark, bumped into an old lady bringing her bins out and asked her if she knew where the little beach was. She's a lovely old lady and she goes, park there, go down the side of that building, follow the path and you come onto this little secret beach. So if you're watching, thank you, love. You've brought me to here. But yeah, I'm going to give it a good go. Get the baits on now, get the rigs on, and I'll get back to you very soon. Look at that. For an amazing sunset. What a place to be. What an absolutely amazing evening. I mean, look at that. Does it really matter if you catch a fish when you have sun like that setting over a flat, calm Menai Strait? And I mean flat as in glass. Look at the reflections of them cloud. You literally do not get it any calmer. But anyway, let's have a look at these baits. Fishing for obviously going to target cod. Fishing pulley pedals, we have crab, mussel, ragworm and squid. Both baits, let's get under it, set up exactly the same. There is literally 4 baits in each one. Fishing about a 2.5 foot pulley pennel on a 6-ounce gripper. As I say, I know nothing about this mark, but what I do know, it's probably one of the most beautiful spots I've ever fished, and it's so hidden and out the way down here and sheltered from the wind. Look at that. I would love to catch a fish from here, but if I don't, I don't. And it really, really doesn't matter. And as I say, the cod I had yesterday was over there. I think it looks a bit dirty and bent. It's rag juice, squid juice. It was over there. So if they're passing there, surely they've got to be here. But I would literally take anything today. Give me a huss, a conger, a bass, a few doggies. I just want to have a sit here, nice and comfy. It's such a lovely evening. It's quite mild. And I just want one of them rods to go. Bang. Let's get them in. It took me about half an hour to get set up and everything. I'm going to get these 2 big cocktail baits out there. Really going to give them a good launch. I have no idea if there's any snags or anything in here. We will have to see, but they're going out. So that one can go out there, which is very far, to be honest. Well, I can feel the current. Feels like it's still dropping. You're going to have fun bringing a fish in from there. Oh, that's pulling me right round to the right, that is. Oh, no. That's pulled me right over that rock bed. Oh, no. Right, we'll have to aim this one to the left. I am with the happy hooker. He's over there, but when we're out fishing together, we sort of pretend we're not with each other. We're with each other for more safety. We're both on the same beach, watching each other, whatever. But I don't film his stuff. And you don't film mine, so nobody wants to put the same videos out. Lovely. That's bouncing around like a kid on a trampoline, that is. Yeah, that's not ideal, that. Well, we're just going to leave them where they are. I don't want to reel too much. Sometimes when you're fishing over snags, and you reel too much, you can pull it into a snag. You can do it can actually do it more arm than good. So I'm just going to let them find their own level, and where they are is where they are. Hopefully, won't be long till it goes off. Have a look at this from KNP Outdoors, also known as KNP Indoors or Backdoors, whichever way you want to look at it. Because I caught the cod. Yes! Right, there's a fish on the other rod, so I've got to be super quick. 2 minutes into the first cast. I cannot believe it. Fair play, Keith. Yeah, so I've got to go and check KMP Outdoors, and the next cod I get, Kate, I'm going to donate to you. You'll let you hold it if I bring it back. I'm only joking, Kate. You'll get that cod one day, but if you need some lessons on your own turf, you know where I am. I'm going to check these baits in a minute. And anyway, make sure you go and subscribe to KMP Outdoors. Top man, top videos, top fishing. So yeah, go and check it out. But I'm going to check these baits now. And when I cast in, the first rod went down to the right. And I'm just thinking, I don't want a snag fest. I don't know what's out there. I don't know if this fishes at all. I don't know if it fishes on high or low. Or I don't know if it's just a snag pit with no fish in it. I don't know. But there's something exciting about going to new places and down fishing new spots. I'm not going to tell you what's going to go on from now on over there, because Hooker's doing something dramatic and he's setting something up, and I think he's going to get one, ain't you, mate? He says yes. But yeah, so let's hope. If one of these two rod comes in, that's probably a success. If they're both snagged, then it might be the early kebab. Because you can always save a bad fishing session with a good kebab. Right, let's have a look. Straight up, come on. Oh. Keep coming, keep coming. Keep it up! Rods up! Oh, I hit something then. Come on, come on, come on! Why did I have to cast it so far? Yes! Well, that is the best start, and I have been absolutely smashed by the crabs. So I've took most of my goodness out of the bait and left me with a bit of squid. I'll just hook that on there while I get the other rod in, because Hooker's got his couple of Jack Russells running around. And even though I don't want to blank, I don't want to catch one of them either. Anyway, this right rod, I will be amazed if this comes in. So when I cast it in, there's a rock bed that comes out and it's drifted behind the rock bed, so I've got to bring it over boulders and kelp and everything. But we will see. Might reel into it, and right, it's coming, it's coming. Keep it up, rods up. Oh, for sake. Oh, we're back out again, we're back out. Keep it up, rods up, rods up. Come on. Yeah, I got it. Oh my God, what are we fishing over here? Whose idea was it to come here? You got kelp, which is rooted. Let's get that off. And I've been crabbed. I've been well and truly crabbed. And more kelp. That's somebody else's line there. Do we have a free lead? Let's put that rod down a sec. Just want to check I don't leave any bait. This is one of them long, you know, inline leads, like a javelin for further casting. They really do go well. We've got no lead, no hooks or no bait on there. But there's definitely other fishermen down here, aren't there? And if there had been a cod on there, I'd have claimed it. Right, I'm going to get some new baits on these, get them back out. I've got the rods in, that's the start. Is that an owl up the tree? That's a big ball of leaves. Right, let's get these rods back in. It's not easy, is it? I am going to take that line with me, by the way. Let's get baited up and out. I'm trying something different on the right rod. I've got some of these cuttlefish from Bluefin, and I'm going to send a big cuttlefish out. It stinks. I don't even know what a cuttlefish is. It's not far from a squid, but I've realised when I put it on, they're full of juices. Like, it looks like the orange peeler crab juice inside. So I'm going to get them rods out now. Rods out? Where am I from? I'm going to get the rods out. I feel like I'm on the East Coast. Get them out. And see if anything can happen, because nothing's happened really. It's been a funny evening, that's one way to put it. Right, I'm going to get this out. Let's get that back in the box. Tide's creeping in really fast here. I don't know if we're going to get pushed off the beach, to be honest. We can only go back so far. And the way it's coming in, we might not get that long. So let's get this big cuttlefish out. Let's get it out. Oh, I've got it tangled around the end of my rod. Is that clear? Right, so let's get it out. And we will. I'm a bit more to the left this time. I have no idea where that went, people. No idea whatsoever. But I will let you know which way it's facing in a minute. Just get this one tightened up. That one tightened up. It's not actually blowing down, that one now. Blowing? It's not blowing, it's not actually drifting. Right, I'm just going to get this second lead in. Now I've cast that rod more to the left, it's not really moved. So what I might have to do is cast this one more to the right now. I was expecting it to drift down. Well, that's a sign we come into the top of the tide because the flow's gone a bit, which is good. Let's get this other rod in. And that's out there now. And hopefully, won't be long till one of these goes off. So then, hopefully, people, it will not be long till one of these goes. Yeah.
Wanted on the phone.
Phone?
Phone.
Hello? Oh, it's Key. The cod lessons. Sure, mate, I'd love to. I'd love to teach you, yeah, definitely. What, you want to book a block of 5 of them? All right, mate. Yeah, Monday to Friday next week on every high tide. All right, mate, spot on. I'll see you next week. It was Key. What does he want? Them cod lessons? He does. Bloody hell. No problem. I'll do them for him.
I thought that's what he was going to ask you.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, people, because this is so beautiful here, this could probably be the best blank on YouTube. I mean, if the rods weren't there now, it would still be a beautiful evening. You know, if the rods wasn't there, but nothing's happening. I just can't work out what's different, because the last few sessions have really kicked off. You know, I'm scratching my head. Maybe that's what it is. I need me lucky hat. I need me lucky hat on, which is behind here somewhere. That's it. See if the lucky hat makes a difference. Because the few cod that I've had this year, and had loads, just had a few more than Key, but not loads, which is only about an hour from the top of the tide. And in all fairness, it has been poor, but I know nothing about it, and I definitely don't think I'm hitting the main channel, because you can see like the buoys out there. That's either to put a boat on or to show you where the channel is when you're putting the boat through, and it one or the other. But I think the next time there's a really big low tide, I'm going to come here and have a look. Obviously when the water's all the way out there and have a look, you might be able to hit the channel on the low. We've come on the high, which could be totally wrong. Well, I would like to see it on an extremely low tide, because you might be able to walk all the way out and just plop it in the channel then. There's definitely a lot of snags here. There's definitely not a lot of fish here yet. We'll just have to see, won't we? Not even a dog, not a pecker bite, nothing, not a thing. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Oh, no! I had... No! Big bite at the same time. They're coming through, the fish are coming through. We're onto them, but we're missing the tide. Right, need to get a rig on here. Fish on over there. Get over to the Uckers channel to check it out. Right, the fish have just moved in. I'm not going to tell you what's happening. I'm going to cut you off and show you next time I get a bite, because it's happening. Must have been the lucky hat. Thanks, Curtis. Right then, folks, that was a crazy few minutes. The fish that I had on did not feel big. I'm not going to lie to you and say, oh, it felt massive. It didn't. I could definitely feel a fish till it hit the snag, but it was coming in. It was just little kicks. Maybe a little dog, a pecker, or if it was a cod, it would have been a little codling. But it did take the big bait. So what I've done now, just to try and work out what is out there, to learn the mark a bit, put a little 2-hook scratcher on. That up closest to you has got a little bit of mussel, tipped with a bit of squid. And this one's just got half a ragworm on. Just want to see what's out there. If it, you know, if the peckers are out there, it might be time to say goodbye. But it's nice to just understand. But yeah, whatever it was, they come through in a shoal, because my rod went within minutes of Hooker's rod going, then his other rod went within minutes of that one. And that is exactly what happened in the last video on the cod. As you've seen, it was 3 bites within about 2 minutes, then nothing. We've just had 3 bites within a minute and then nothing on the others. So something has just passed and picked a load of bait up. What was it? You decide, because we don't know. But whatever I hooked definitely didn't feel massive, but it was definitely something on. But I can't wait to come and try this on a low tide and see. I'm not done with this spot. I'm definitely not done with this mark. Get that back in. So the right rod now has got a bit of a scratcher on. It will still pick up fish. It's got, you know, decent lump of rag on the 1-hook and a little cocktail with mussel and squid on the other hook. And it will still pick up a good fish. Don't mean you can't catch a big fish on a little rocks, but it just means if there is smaller fish out there, I can catch a smaller fish. Just to put my mind at rest what they was. But something definitely just come through there, hit his bait, hit mine, and hit his other bait, like bang, bang, bang. Exactly the same what happened at Moley Don. And you know what, that was there. So, yeah. I'm going to check this left bait now. If there are any snags or snap-offs from now, they're coming out the water. I think I've learned a little bit about the mark. Keep your rods up! Rods up! No, just getting it in. So if you keep your rods up, you can get over that snag, which is a good thing. Oh no! Look what we got on here. But that definitely wasn't the bite I had, but we have a big crab. And he is a big one, isn't he? He's a big boy. I'm going to add a bit more bait to this hook once I've disposed of this crab. Get it back out and see if we can just nick something quickly, because we're not going to be here for long now. I am going to get a fish from here. Right people, this is going to be my last cast on this rod. I'll put another big ball of goodness on. I've got a scratcher on the other. We're nearly at high tide now. I'd love to know what happened about 10 or 15 minutes ago. As I say, it's exactly what happened yesterday over there. Exactly the same type of bites, the bounces, the feel, you know. Don't know. I think something might have just passed through. I'm definitely going to be back here over the next week or so and do a couple more sessions here. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and you'll be first to see them. But for now, this big ball of goodness is being launched as far as I can launch it. Here we go. And that is going all the way out there. That is going to have 10 minutes and see if that can get a big fish. Because it might well do. So the water's got a little bit deeper, it's got a little bit later. Just trying to let it tighten up now. And give the lucky hat a quick wibble, a quick wiggle, give the ball a quick pull. I nearly pulled it off, and no, I haven't. Give the lucky hat a quick wobble. Just going to give the lucky hat a pull, and I've pulled the bloody ball off it. Don't you laugh, this is my favourite hat ever, this one. It means more to me than any other hat I've had, but I know somebody who can fix this and sew it back on for me. So I'm going to put the lucky bauble, actually, because it's a lucky bauble, I'm going to put it in the hat, Put it back on, so I've still got all the out there. See if this produces me a bit of luck. I can't believe the ball's come off, but the ball's still in there, and I know somebody who can fix that perfect. So we're going to literally give it 10 minutes now. Want something to happen here. It's just mad how that them bites happened. You had 2 big bangs. I had the 1 big bang all within 2 minutes. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. The same. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and anything in between, it looks like there's crabs on both of these rods. They're having little bumps and little boings. Nothing has happened since those bites. It was just a quick flurry when something come through, and that was it. Keep your rod up here. Keep it up. Oh no. Oh, we're out. There is a kelp bed out there, I think. To be fair, I've had, I think, 8 casts, 4 on each rod. And so far, I've only lost 1 lot of gear, so that ain't bad, really. What we got here? It looks like a pterodactyl. What's going on here? I've got somebody else's line again. Do you know how many people must get snagged here? That's the 3rd lot of line I've brought in now. Let's just untangle this. Right, let's just untangle that. Right, I'll get my rod out, my hook out the way, so the dogs don't eat that bait. So that hook is out the way, and I'll see what's on this. The question is, if there's a cod on here, is it mine? Somebody using the brick as a lead. It's good to see what people are using. This is local knowledge, see what the locals are using. Right, there's no hook on that. There's no hook on there, it's just wrapped round it. What's on this bit? No hooks. Right, I'll take that with the other bit of line I got earlier. Put that by my box, that can go. And so many people must get snagged here then, if that's the 3rd lot of line I've brought in out of 8 casts. That's almost every other cast. Bringing somebody else's line in. Here we go again. That felt like line again, yeah. It's like you're pulling over like a... It feels like a mussel bed, don't it? 'Cause it bounces. You can feel the lead bouncing. Well, both my hooks have been stripped on the little scratching rig. So there could well be little peckers and little fish out there. And that's it. I'll be back here very soon. See you all in the next video.